everyone, and welcome to the vlog. Today, we are going to be talking about Universal Studios. From afar, Universal Studios has some interesting pricing, but it is actually very brilliant. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I don't know if this was a national headline, but I can tell you it was definitely a big headline in LA when Disneyland raised their prices. I don't know what they were before, but they raised them to like over $100, and that was a pretty huge deal down and around here. A lot of people were talking about how mad they were that Disneyland was raising their prices. What was never a headline is that Universal Studios prices are more than Disneyland, actually. My friend did some research, and the cheapest Disneyland ticket, he said it's either $92 or $95. Cheapest Universal ticket is $105. Universal tickets range from $105 to $110 depending on the day. And that's quite a pricey one-day ticket for what they have. But here's why that is absolutely brilliant. So, from afar, one would think, okay, how are amusement parks a business that can make money? Well, Hunter, isn't that obvious? They sell tickets, and tickets cost money. There you go, cha-ching. But I'm here to argue, although I have no facts to prove it, that a lot, probably somewhere near half of their profits come after the ticket sale, come from inside the park. Because, let's keep in mind, when you go in there and you buy a soda for $4, the soda isn't $4 because it's there. The soda can still be delivered by Coca-Cola for the same price it was delivered to your local neighborhood Chipotle or In-N-Out or McDonald's or whatever. But huge markup. Universal Studios is getting all that money. So I think, because here's the deal. A one-day pass to Universal Studios is $105 to $110. A 9-month season pass for California residents is $130. That is a ridiculous price difference. For Mammoth, one-day ticket is $130, but a season pass is like $700 to $1,000, depending on when you buy it. That is logical. That's like, okay, you have to go a lot of days to make it worth it. But Universal, you literally, if you go for 2 days to Universal, it'll be infinitely worthwhile for you to have bought that California Neighbor Pass, that season pass ticket. And here's why. Because when tourists come to Los Angeles, California, Los Angeles is a huge thing. Hollywood is such a big thing because they always watch all their movies and they think it's going to be the coolest thing. First of all, I'm going to tell you right now, I've lived in LA my entire life, and never once have I hacked up to the Hollywood sign, although I really want to. And I really don't go into Hollywood that much. Maybe a few times I've been in the like downtown Hollywood area and stuff. Really, I don't think there's that much to see. I don't feel like I've missed out on anything. Because honestly, the actual stuff in there, you gotta be an actor to see it. Maybe there's like a special feeling being in the place where all the films are made. But I don't know. I don't really feel it. But I can tell you this. When people see all these movies made by Universal and they come in and Universal Studios is a theme park, that sounds like pretty exciting. And of course the world famous studio tour where you go by, which it's kind of cool that you get to see all the live sets that are actually being used on a daily basis. Like there are literally points in the tour where the lady says, I'm not allowed to use my microphone in this area because they're filming this TV show right now, and that's pretty cool. But people play big bucks for it and wait in long lines. That studio tour has a long line a lot of times, but people pay a lot of money, and people are willing to pay a lot of money to go to this thing, world famous, and they probably won't be back to LA for a really long time. So Universal makes a lot of money from that, from tourists who are easily willing to pay all this money. However, for the people that live around here, that season pass, the California Neighbor Pass, if you are a resident of Southern California with proof by utility bill or ID, they give you your pass. It's only $130. That is brilliant for them to make money, because if they sold pass at normal price, you'd go once or twice the entire time you lived here, never again, because it was a complete ripoff, and there were only a few rides. Yes, they are amazing rides, but they aren't worth $100 every single time. And Universal is brilliant because, like I said earlier, how much of their money is coming from inside of the park as opposed to the gate. So tourists coming in, they're maximizing their money flow by getting the money, a ton of money outside the gate, and still getting all the money from within. But these people, they have 20 million people living right around their park. The greater Los Angeles area has a population of 18 million people. So they have all these people that could be coming, and what they do is they go, okay, these people aren't going to pay to come all the time, all this money, so give them this cheap thing. Now, people are willing to pour in because they didn't have to pay much. They paid $20 more and got this epic pass. Then they're not getting their money, but they're maximizing their money flow from the 18 million people around here because people are coming to the park because it's free. I have a pass and I only paid $20 more. This is awesome, which it is, and they're coming in, and Universal is still going to make a buttload of money because you had one meal while you were inside the park. And that is Universal's brilliance, and I think a lot of parks around here do it because this happened last year. My brothers went to Universal Studios with their friends, and they came home. They're like, oh yeah, the season passes were the same price as the year pass, so we just got a season pass. I'm like, what? Daniel and my dad went to Six Flags, came home with a season pass to Six Flags, you know? And that kind of happens because amusement parks have figured out what am I trying to say? Make money from a ticket, but if people live around here, you're gonna make more money selling them a cheap ticket and letting them pay in the park because they don't think about it than having a huge upfront cost that you have to pay every time to get in, and the people who live around there are not gonna be interested. No people, cannot talk tonight. Not many people are going to be interested in coming. You got the tourists coming in because, I don't know when we're going to be back here again. We might as well just go. But people that live around, why don't we pass? Why don't we just go out to dinner tonight? Save a few $100s. So that is why Universal Studios and a lot of parks around here are brilliant. For the record, I'm pretty sure season passes to Disneyland are not California neighbor pass friendly. They're not really cheap. I'm pretty sure Disneyland year passes are kind of up in the neighborhood with Mammoth. Mammoth does not make, I would go to say Mammoth is not, it's honestly a toughie how much money Mammoth really makes from inside the from inside the resort, because Mammoth is definitely not excluded from the group of people that mark up things by about 2 to 3 million%. I went in, I got a bowl of macaroni, and it was $12.25. So quite a bit of markup there. I could probably get cheaper bowl of macaroni at like CPK, which is a very high-end restaurant, or I could just go to Pavilions and buy a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese, which is absolutely delicious, and pay like $3. So, yeah. It's kind of hard for me to say because when I go to Mammoth, I don't feel, I'm not paying, but I feel like we're spending less money there because I feel like a lot of people that go to Mammoth wind up already, I don't know, they kind of know they spent the money, and you're kind of like, let's not spend too much money at lunch here. Even if you are traveling to come to Mammoth, it's still going to be like, hey, we skied at home. This isn't like the mountain is the crazy experience, not the food. And Mammoth just makes so much money off lift tickets. I can definitely say that in-park revenue is true for amusement parks. For some reason, I have this feeling inside. I don't have any statistical reasons why, but I feel like Mammoth is not on that side. Mammoth does make a ton of money on rentals. Mammoth has some ridiculous rental prices, and I googled it. You could buy a brand new set of boots, skis, and poles for under $1,000, yet Mammoth still rents their stuff out for like somewhere between $30 and $40 a day. That means that their stuff is paid for in, this is really simple math, like 25 days maximum. 25 days, 25 to 30 days, a month of having the equipment, and it'll pay for itself because people are coming in. Mammoth is not, no rental place needs to have equipment that is that expensive for 1 day of use. It's making a ton of money. Oh my gosh, Mammoth somehow needs more money, but they don't. Mammoth does not need more money because they sell their tickets for ridiculously expensive prices, and their rentals, and their food, and everything there is just really expensive. Yet somehow they do need money because they keep raising the price, and the town went bankrupt a few years ago. I don't know how, because every time you buy a lift ticket, you have to pay tourism assessment, but you know what? Town still went bankrupt. I don't know. Maybe the snow plowers are going on strike and they want to raid. I don't know. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, please do leave a like down there. If you did not like the video, leave a dislike. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comment section down below. And I will see you next time, guys. Bye.